Hey guys, Jay here. We got a cool video for you today. It is January, what day is it? It is January 19th. We are expecting the first big blizzard of 2019. So I'm just going to bring you guys along, show you how I check over my equipment and how I get ready for snow here in the homestead. So stick around and check it out. Okay, so proper maintenance on equipment is huge. So what we're going to do first is, this is my plow truck here. It's 2001 Silverado 2500. We got the battery tender on. We got this charging right now. The battery's not the strongest, so let's go ahead and check the oil, check the transmission fluid, check your coolant. You want to make sure, plowing beats the hell out of vehicles, so we want to make sure we get we have all good fluids. So we got the battery on the tender, all the fluids checked, plow works, air pressures are good. I did that before I got the camera, so I think we're good to roll. So let's go to the other equipment. So what I use for equipment on the Homestead is the Kubota BX24 and the Big Bear Yamaha four-wheeler. So we currently have this set up for logging. As you can see, I have the cart on here. I actually picked up this ballast box a couple weeks ago. I haven't moved that, so we're going to turn the four-wheeler around. We're going to go through that, check the oil, check the air filter, put the plow on, then we're going to check the fluids on the tractor, then we're going to run the generator, and then we're going to stack up the firewood. So we should be pretty good. So let's go ahead and move this. If it's dark, I apologize. But here's the dipstick right here. Hold it up to the light. It's got oil on it, nice and clean. I did the oil on this not too long ago. The front and rear diffs are full. I checked those not too long ago, but just basic maintenance. Let's pop the seat. Look at the air filter. Air filter looks good. It's a little dark, but no mice. Alright, so now that this is all set, we're going to start the Kubota. It's about 15 degrees. This is going to be a cold start. We're just going to start it. We're going to let it run. I haven't ran in about 3 weeks, so I just want to wake it up. This right here, if you own a hut, you probably have something similar. This is just a big long pole with the brush on the end. I have to come out here when the snow falls every so many inches to get the snow off, because I don't want this to collapse. If you watched, I think 3 or 4 episodes back, I built this carport. It has all my equipment in it. I don't want it falling. Another thing I do, it's a good tip when you're expecting snow and bad weather. Turn your air compressor on and shut it off. Leave the air in it. Because if you need air and the power's out, like for instance, the tractor tire leaks, so I need to top it off with air before I can use it. If we have no power, I can't fill the tire up, I can't use the tractor. So that's just a tip I do. I fill them, I turn them on and leave them full the night before. Obviously there's moisture in the bottom of it, but I'd rather be able to fill up my equipment and then drain it after. This is my sand and salt mix. Go to your local landscaping place, or actually go to Home Depot or Lowe's, Walmart, wherever. Get a big bin of it and load it up. Granted, you can't move it after it's full, but I use a 5-gallon bucket, not that one, but I use a 5-gallon bucket and I transfer it over to the stairs because we're supposed to get, it's always a wintry mix in New England. So let's go ahead and wrap up the hut and then go to the wood pile. Now let's go over to the wood pile and the wood burner. That's the last thing on the homestead we need to check, and then we'll be good for the snow. So this is my CL6048 by Central Classic, or Central Boiler, excuse me. This is the CL6048. It's actually running right now, set to 180. It's at 169, so the draft door just opened up. So you see, you got a nice fire going in there. That's real sweet. I wonder how that footage comes out on camera. But anyways, winter coming out here, foot of snow. 1.5 feet of snow. It's going to be way up here, so keep a shovel right next to the boiler. As you can see, I've kept this bare dirt as far as I can. This is my winter storm fund. I call this my Nashville container because I built this before my wife and I took a trip to Nashville because I had family members stopping by to top the boiler off. But we got some hardwoods on the right, little pine there, all that kindling, the fencing. If you've watched other videos, you know I heat with fencing. And here's some heat-treated 2x4s under there. So why don't we go ahead and toss some logs in the fire, and we're gonna add to this. So let's go grab some firewood with the cart. Alright, so just to recap, we got the four-wheeler done. That's all set. Tractor's all set. Generator's all set. Wood burner is all set. Cars are moved. Fuel is, all the fuel, oils, that's all checked, so we're ready to go for the first storm in January. This just, I hope you liked the little tour of the homestead and how I set up for a snowfall. Let me know what prep it takes you guys. Let me know what it takes to get ready and to handle Mother Nature. So I'm Homestead Jay. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.